The people of the United States of America can be proud of our rich ethnic diversity. As any school child can tell you, it all started in 1492.
Since Columbus set foot on the Florida shore almost 500 years ago, America has been known as the melting pot of the world. Immigrants flocked to America during its infancy, seeking refuge from religious persecution, famine, and poverty. Most came with little more than hope. Some came in chains. In 1 year alone, Italy sent over 300,000 immigrants to this country. For the United States, this was a period of industrialization and economic expansion, a time when jobs were many and housing was plentiful.
Different cultures, languages, lifestyles all contribute to a vision we have come to call the American dream. For many of our parents and their parents, the Statue of Liberty captured the spirit of their new nation. More than 100 years later, it remains a symbol of our hopes and expectations. Let's take a close-up look at the lady and the keeper of the flame.
Since 1886, the Statue of Liberty has welcomed over 50 million people to her island home in New York Harbor. But of the millions who've traveled there, one is very special. His name is Charlie DeLeo, and ever since he was a kid on the Lower East Side of Manhattan, he's been fascinated by the statue. It was a dream come true when the National Park Service hired him 10 years ago to work at the monument. The Park Service says he's a maintenance mechanics helper, but he calls himself the keeper of the flame.
Up in the torch, we have 4 sodium vapor lamps, 400 watts apiece. And my job is to make sure none of them are burnt out, and also to wash down the glass on the inside of the flame.
But to Charlie, there's more. He believes the Statue of Liberty is a sacred shrine, a gift of God.
I'm only here because I feel that God has placed me here to be his keeper of the flame, his representative here at the Statue of Liberty, to glorify him. I'm only interested in for God's glory and not for my own publicity or fame.
And even though publicity and fame have come in the form of printed articles and TV shows, Charlie remains Charlie. He continues to donate thousands of dollars to charity, to widows, orphans, lepers. And every day, he still takes care of the only lady in his life. Sometimes the work is not glamorous. Tourists leave their marks. And even on a young man of 34, the stairs take their toll.
When I climb the Statue of Liberty, it's a long, tough climb, especially if you've been doing it on and off for 10 years like me, thousands of times.
Thousands of times up the 171 steps in the spiral case that leads to her crown. And thousands of times to the place that only Charlie is permitted to climb, the steep 42-step ladder that leads to Liberty's torch.
And ever since early 1972, when I went up there, I'd be moved to pray. And that's why I call it my chapel. Because it's an inspiring view, it's really high up, and when you're suspended up there in that arm, it's just fellowship between you and your Creator.
And so, 30 stories above New York Harbor, Charlie DeLeo, the keeper of the flame, works, prays, and even recites his own poetry.
Dear God, there's something I've been meaning to tell you, which is thanks. Next only to the cross that your divine Son did bear for the sins of all mankind and my country's flag. No symbol means more to me than the Statue of Liberty. Oh God, thank you so much for hearing my prayer. And even more, oh Lord, thank you for the lady with the body of iron and the soul of fire.
From the beginning, the shores of America have received victims of poverty, violence, and persecution. The Pilgrims sought religious freedom. The Irish came to escape famine. Many Jews fled the persecutions of Tsarist Russia and the death camps of Nazi Germany. Our newest arrivals also seek freedom from want and fear. They come from places like Southeast Asia, Latin America, and Africa. Like all immigrants before them, They learn that hard work is the price one pays for a dream.